welcome to episode 281 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It is Saturday, people, and it is Saturday. Holy fucking shit! It is Saturday, Saturday the 8th of April, 2023. Holy fucking shit, we're smashing it out the bag this morning, people. How is your weekend started? Huh? Yeah? You having a good time? I don't know. Mine has started a little bit better today. Back update, here we go. The back has loosened up a little bit, people, only because of the sterling work I did in stretching yesterday. Holy fucking shit. Who'd have thought that laying on your ass all fucking week long would have a detrimental effect on your back? Who knew that? When you've already injured it. I didn't. I thought the best thing I could do is sit on my fat fucking ass and do nothing all week. Nothing, people. And that somehow miraculously would fix my bad back. But yesterday, I got up. I sat on the sofa fucking ages. My back locked up. So I thought I'd do a few little stretches. Come on. Let's get out there. Get this stretching done, people. Very underrated. My back loosened up a little bit. I put a hot water bottle on it like a fucking fanny. And it's been a little bit better today. So I'm going to be up and about doing more stretches, people. That's what I'm going to do. This is the only thing with a bad back. You can't fucking do anything. That's the one thing I've realised, people out there. Look after your fucking backs. Because if you don't, there's fuck all you can do. Everything fucking hurts. You're not mobile. You can't get up and about. You can't really do anything. So I think the best bet is just to keep it warm and trying to keep it loose. I don't know if anyone has any advice out there at all, but I imagine people do. You know, it's not like a world mystery, is it? It's not one of the, it's not an urban myth, is it? That people get a bad back. It's out there. So so things are a little bit looser now. I've been a bit lazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Last night I was a fucking animal, absolute animal. My mum popped around to see me, and because I'm a mummy's boy stroke child, she still gets me an Easter egg every year, which is lovely. You know, carry on that. I got an Easter card. I got an Easter egg. Now the Easter egg was a chocolate orange egg with little tiny, there must have been about 10, 12 little tiny chocolate oranges in wrapped in cellophane, like in the top. They're tiny little things. They're like little balls, not very big, but there's 12 of them. And to my shame, to my utter disappointment in myself and my greed, I fucking nailed the lot yesterday. It's not even Easter Sunday. I ate those on the day Jesus was crucified. And to be honest, I don't know who felt worse after I'd eaten those. Jesus nailed up against a cross, having been whipped and stabbed through the fucking lungs. Or me laying on my sofa when I hit 10. When I hit number 10, or whatever number it was, I didn't even count. That's the worst thing. That's how much of a piece of shit I am. I didn't even count how many there were. I was just troughing through them. I opened that Easter egg 2 days early, like a fat kid with a fucking chocolate advent calendar, and I hammered the lot. I had 2 left. I started feeling sick at that point, and I thought, I can't just leave 2. That's insane. Isn't it? Can't just leave 2 cooling to me all night long. Eat me, fat boy. Eat me, you fat fucking piece of shit. Come on. Let's complete the deal on this. Let's let's just stamp it out. You know you're a fucking fat piece of shit, Ben. Yeah? Why don't you just prove it by eating us two? Yeah? The last two. Just calling to me like a couple of fucking psychos. Oh, dear. And I ate those two as well, even though I was feeling sick and I felt like fucking, part of me was proud of the fact that I fucking demolished all of them. But, there was that side of me that just thought, oh, fuck me. And it immediately just went, because obviously it's got fucking dairy products in there. I haven't got a gallbladder. It immediately just started swelling my stomach up. And I was just laying on the sofa with my remote controls for the TV balanced on my stomach, just pointing towards the TV. So all I had to do was just, lift my hand and press the up program button to scan through the channels. I didn't want to do too much exercise, did I, by having to actually sit up and do it. I had them perfectly configured on my stomach that was swelling under the weight of the chocolate that was in there. Fuck me. I felt like a piece of shit last night, but you know what? I fucking enjoyed it as well. Even the sick feeling, I fucking enjoyed it because I was like, I'm pushing through, baby. This is what you got to do. You got to push through your limitations, people. Don't you let anyone tell you out there that you can't demolish as much chocolate that makes you finally feel sick. Don't be a quitter, people. Don't you quit when you think you've had enough and you're starting to get that gurgle in your stomach. You fucking power through that. Exactly the way I did. You fucking live your dreams out there. That's what I say. Fuck me. I felt rough though. And then this morning, Jesus, I paid the price for that. My toilet, to be honest, my toilet paid the price for that this morning. It was fucking obliterated. When you lift the lid and it's like clean, and then it's a fucking tragedy. That's what happened in there today. It was a fucking brutal tragedy. There'd be Netflix fucking documentaries about that. What happened in that toilet this morning, I tell you, in years to come. It's so bad that I fucking blocked it. And then you've got to shimmy your fucking sweatshirt arm up, haven't you? And that's the worst thing about that situation. I didn't realise last night when I was hammering all that chocolate. I expected it not to be good this morning. But I didn't realise I'd be having to shimmy up the sleeve on my sweatshirt and put my hand around the U-bend just to stuff the amount of fucking shit and toilet paper down there. I know you probably don't want to listen to this, people, at this time in the morning, but hey, this is the sort of thing you get here on the Ben Briggs podcast, isn't it? You've got to, we've all got to share everything, haven't we? Yeah, you don't realise you're going to be doing that, do you? That's not a great start to the morning, is it? You're like, to be honest, if you start the morning like that, it's a bit inspiring because you think, well, this has got to be the lowest point of the day, and it's happened first thing. Things can only get better from here, can't they? Even if even if later on in the day you piss all over the seat or over the floor, you're thinking, well, this isn't quite so bad as having my arm round a U-bend, stuffing my own shit, because plumbing that conforms to regulations in the UK isn't prepared. Somebody has sat down. There's legislation that cannot deal with the size of the shit that you've just produced. And there's pride in that too, there, people, isn't it? My shit could change. My shit this morning could change laws. My shit could change the standard plumbing diameter that is needed to adequately do the job. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a little bit of tea on that note, shall we? See if we can hold this down. Yeah, why wouldn't we want to wash tea down with it as well? That's only because I have to. I now, obviously, since I haven't got a gallbladder. Are you still going on about that, Ben? Yeah, we are. I now have to take tablets to stop myself shitting myself every day, which I never thought would be a thing. You know, I never thought that would be a thing, that you have to take a tablet every morning to stop shitting yourself. But here we are. We're in this situation, people. Any other gallbladder misser-outers out there who've had it whipped out, you feel my pain. I know you do. So essentially all week since I spoke to you last, which was Tuesday. Wednesday, was it? Because we were running late. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, essentially all week since Wednesday, I have been locked here up in Briggs Towers. I haven't gone out, people. I haven't even left the fucking flat. You start going a bit mental. You start going a bit insane. Hey, Ben, you're not meant to use the word mental anymore. Well, that's what encompasses how I felt this week. You start going a little bit stir crazy after a while. I've been watching shit on TV that I wouldn't normally watch, or having, a 4-hour kip in the afternoon. Shouldn't you be writing, Ben? Yes, I do. Yes, I should be writing. But I can't sit at a desk and write right now, or I couldn't. But here we go. That's the thing. You start going a bit mad, don't you? I've got big windows in this place. They're like floor-to-ceiling windows, and I'm getting like flashbacks from watching Rear Window, the Hitchcock film. I felt like James Stewart just sitting there watching the world go by outside. But thank fuck, I didn't realise this either, that here at Briggs Towers we are east facing. I think that's what they call it, isn't it? So we get the sun in the morning, and it is morning here now, and it is absolutely fucking roasting. It's just teasing us at the minute with the weather, isn't it? It's almost summertime. It's getting towards that. We're getting a nice few days, a nice sunny day every now and again, and then it'll piss down again. So it's just teasing us. It's that sort of time of year, isn't it? This is where you start appreciating the weather being nice here in the UK. So I've pretty much been locked up here in the old flat. Easter's a strange sort of time, isn't it? Because here in the UK, like usually you'll get the Friday off. So we get Friday off. If you've got a bog standard job, you'll get the Friday off. That's Good Friday. You'll take that as a bank holiday. And then you get the Monday off as well. So what used to happen is you'd go out on a Friday, you'd get shit-faced because it's the Friday. Then you'd go out on a Saturday, you'd get shit-faced, you'd do something. This is what young people used to do. And then on the Sunday, you'd go out and you'd drink all day and get shit-faced as well. And then you'd use the Monday to recover, reset to default, and get your head wrapped around all the shit you'd done that weekend and ready to go back to work on Tuesday. That's basically the Easter bank holiday. And because it's early on in the year, it's not like the August bank holiday when it's usually fucking lovely. And we got an extra bank holiday this year because the old fucking king, the king, is getting a coronation. So we get an extra bank holiday this year as well, don't we? But what that means for bank holidays mean for if you're out and about gigging, that means the audiences are going to be fucking mental. Mental on a Friday bank holiday, mental on the Saturday bank holiday. Hopefully you haven't got a gig on the Sunday because people are just topping up over the weekend. Dear. It's like, for gigging, Easter bank holiday is essentially like Christmas time at the start of the year. because people are just, people don't give a shit. They just go out and get absolutely fucking shit-faced. Work stews parties at Christmas. The Friday before Christmas is always the worst fucking gig day of the year. That's our Black Friday, that is our mental comedians Black Friday. Anyway, let's have a little bit of tea. And now as well, the last couple of days, I have just been sitting there doing my tax. That is one, I know. This is what we have to do. So you calculate up every year. This is what we do, because the end of the tax year is 5th of April. So the new tax year starts on the 6th. Holy fucking shit, Ben. What is this, a tax fucking, an accountant's podcast? Well, it might be. But every fucking year, everybody this time of year, every comedian is out there trying to wangle, working through their receipts. Oh, I bought a sandwich there. I can claim that back. Bought a shirt for stage. Used that on stage once. Wore it on stage once. Excellent. Claim that back against your tax. This is where everybody fucked up during the pandemic, because everybody was like, "Hey, man, I've been gigging for all year, earning lots of money, but oh my God, the outgoings." This is where you find the outgoings of being a comedian are calculated just so, for some remarkable reason, the outgoings exactly match your income. So it look. How's this guy paying his fucking mortgage? He's making no money whatsoever. It's all those sandwiches bought in services, baby. Keep those receipts. That's it. Innit? I'm not too bad. I always pay tax every year. But I do claim back legally everything I should claim back. Everything. And I mean fucking everything. This new equipment that I have bought for the podcast, this is smashed in off the tax. I don't know, hopefully it's sounding a little bit better anyway. We've got different mics here now at the Ben Briggs podcast. I am selling my other mics because I am just fucking pissed off with them. I never could get them to sound that good. You're probably listening to this saying, like, but it's just a fucking rabbit hole you go down, and you have no way of if you're not trained in any sort of like audio or mastering techniques. He says clutching. That's how much I don't know about audio. I didn't even remember that it was called mastering. There's not much you can do. And now this bit of equipment that I've got, thank God, has got presets on there, so I don't have to fuck around with anything. You can make it sound either like a podcast thing, you can have it natural, or you can have it like really bassy, like broadcast quality as well. So thank fuck somebody out there who is better minded than me has thought, actually, there's a lot of fucking retards doing podcasting right now. And they need somebody just to go, here's the button, press the fucking button, get it out the way. That's it. So we've had a bit of an update. I've managed to work out, spent quite a lot of time this week sitting here behind this desk with a fucking hot water bottle on my back and trying to figure out how all this works. But I think we've got it all done now. Anyway, that's it. If you want to know the equipment I'm using, it is I've got the Rodecaster Pro 2, which you put everything through. And then it's got presets for certain microphones. This microphone, the pod mic, Rode pod mic, as well. I was using SM7Bs as well. It's got a preset for those, but I think I'm going to flog them and change them up for some of these Rode pod mics because I quite like the sound of these. And I don't know. It's down to you people out there whether this sounds any better or not. But anyway, it's fucking hot today. That's all I can... I'm sweating my little fucking testes off here. It's fucking hot. And, yeah, and we've got to get through this. So, come on, Ben. Let's move on. I did have a bit of an old school movie day. There's a bit more tea there. I had an old school movie day the other day. I watched some, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Fistful of dollars, a few dollars more. Oh, man. Putting in the old DVDs. I know, old school. Does anybody actually buy DVDs anymore? Do they actually release stuff on DVD or Blu-ray anymore? I never had a Blu-ray. You see, this is my point with new technology. This is where I go off with new technology, right? I haven't got a 4K TV. I've got HD. That's good enough. If your eyesight's going like mine, you don't need a fucking 4K TV. I get to the point with new technology where it's good enough for me. I'm happy with that. It doesn't need to get any better. I know for a fact there's probably 8K TVs out there or whatever, and I can't see the difference between them. Surely everything's going to reach a point where it's fucking good enough, where the human eyesight and human brain can't make it improve any better, he says, stuttering like mad. You know what I mean? Surely it's good enough at the moment. I can see stuff. I can see detail. I don't need to see like the peachy fluff down the sides of a woman's face, you know, that peachy fluff that they get. I don't need to see that, you know. I don't need it that high definition. I need to see what's going on. And that's about it. I don't need a big screen TV either. That just overwhelms me. You know what I mean? I think my TV's a 32-inch. Yeah, it's not the size of a TV. It's what you do with it. That's what they say. But yeah, my TV is like a 32-inch screen TV. That's all I need. I don't need a 50 fucking inch screen TV. I've seen massive TVs in stores and I just think, that must be awful. I'm going to be sitting, you know, I'm not even going to be able to see all the screen. This place isn't that big. You know what I mean? It's not a cinema fucking cinema screen that I'm sitting in. I'm sitting on the sofa about 1.5 meters away from the TV. I don't need something massive in front of me. It just intimidate me, people. I don't know. So it's a weird thing being stuck indoors because you start noticing little things as well. That's what I've done. You're just slowly winding yourself up as you're in the flat. You need people out there who live on their own in the middle of nowhere are fucking insane. As much as I would like to do that, and as much as I believe I would be a better person for doing that because of my encounters with people all the time, I think I'd be a fucking lovely guy on a desert island on my own, just with, like, you know, animals roaming around and things like that. I'd be a great guy because people do wind you up, you know. Neighbours playing music at 6 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck is that about? There's nobody, you know, think of other people anymore. There's nobody, you know, banging out music at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning and singing along to it with the flattest voice I have ever heard in my life. Even worse than mine, people. Do people not like just think, oh, actually, I live in a building of apartments. The walls there are wafer thin. Maybe I won't do karaoke at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's glorious. And you fucking know that everybody in the apartments round them are thinking the same thing. Who's going to be the first one to fucking knock on the wall? Who's going to be the first to set it off? And then it's like a domino effect. And then you hear the music go down sheepishly, don't you? But thank God, somebody next door to him must have been fucking... I heard somebody banging on the fucking... banging on the wall. And then the music goes down. Is that what made you realise that that was inappropriate? Is that it? That's what made you realise you had to be told. You had no concept of that you might be annoying people who want to have a lay-in on a Saturday morning. Fucking arseholes. Anyway, that's my... But I would be, you know... I think on a desert island I'd be all right. I'd potter about a bit. I'd miss people. I like the interaction with people. That's my thing. I like interacting. I like having a little joke with somebody, leaving them with it. There you go. There you go. I'll give you that. You can have that. There's a little joke. There's a little chuckle there. Look at you. Look at you. And now I'm off. No, I don't want to talk too long. Thank you. I don't want... That's the thing. I like my interactions to be brief. There ought to be a bog standard time that everybody, a universal time that everybody is aware of. Just call it interaction time or something like that, or the a boredom threshold. There's certain things you ought to talk about if you haven't seen somebody for a long time. Shouldn't there? You know, don't tell me about your fucking health difficulties. Don't tell me about family members or friends that have died or people who I know vaguely. Give me a brief summary of how everything's been since I last saw you. I'll give you a brief summary. Keep it light, yeah? None of that fucking... I don't want to have an interaction with somebody and then go, be walking away thinking about my mortality rate and how... What are the percentage chances of me getting cancer or fucking, you know, or killing myself? Oh, dear. Just keep it light. That's it, innit? Everyone, this is what happens when you get to your 40s and you haven't seen people for ages. Everybody reels off a list of horrendous shit that's happened in their lives. And you're like, it was, anyway, it's been nice meeting you. Try and stay out of the coffins, and I'll probably see you in another 10 years. We'll see how things go. I don't know what we got. That's it. There's no conclusion to that. There definitely needs to be a standard meet and greet that everybody signs up to and agrees with. Nothing too personal. Come on. Don't tell me about your mental health issues. We're all fucking insane out here, yeah? We're all trying to fucking deal with it. This shit. You know, everyone's trying to deal with a 9 till 5 or 6 till 2. You can tell. You can tell Dolly Parton. Was it Dolly Parton, 9 till 5? I think, yeah. You can tell she was probably middle class. That's a middle class job, isn't it? 9 till 5, 6 till 2. That's fucking bog standard working class job. There you go. Innit? You're on the early shift. That's what you're on. Yeah? There's other people coming in the afternoon to fucking replace you. Isn't there? You're just a number. There you go. Rings true with more than one people listening to this, I imagine. Anyway. Yeah, then we'll standardise that. You know, you tell me how your kids are getting on, say they're great, you know, that's good. You'll ask me if I'm married, I'll say no. Are you been engaged then? No. You got a girlfriend then? No. You got kids then? No. I have done nothing adult. I have a massive DVD collection that is slowly becoming more and more jerky as the years go on, as the fucking stuff wears out. Technology. I ought to put it all on like I did with my CD collection, and just put it all on a memory stick. That's it, isn't it? And then I'll fucking lose the memory stick when I Then you got to buy a new fucking TV that takes a fucking memory stick, haven't you? And then you're upgrading to 4K, some spotty little oik in curries, because you don't want to be judged by him, do you? Some 16-year-old trying to sell you a fucking TV, yeah? Doesn't know what your eyesight's like. It's going to be fucking blurry anyway, because most of the time I can't find my fucking glasses. And then you're beating them to death in the middle of curries and you're in prison. And then you've got a shit tiny little TV in your cell. I don't know. Anyway, people, here we are. The new equipment is saying that is 30 minutes. Fucking hell. Yeah, that is episode 281 of the Ben Briggs podcast. Holy fucking shit. All on the new stuff. Let me know how it sounds if you can, or if you want to, or don't. Just you know, just don't listen to it. Innit? If it sounds shit, I have no idea. I'm going to have a little listen to it back and see how it sounds. Have a good bank holiday fucking weekend. Saturday's the weird day, isn't it? Friday's the weird opening hours. Saturday's like, you know, normal again. Sunday's sort of like normal Sunday opening hours, and then Monday's Sunday opening hours as well. Holy fucking shit. Have a good rest of your long weekend, people. I shall be back on Tuesday, motherfuckers. I'll speak to you then. Take care.